Hello, people of YouTube. It's your boy, Skinny Penis, with another cruiser. Another permakite cruiser. Someone requested Venezia. Fenzia, as we like to call it. So we're whooping it out. Was very unlikely that I actually do that. I personally despise this cruiser. For multiple reasons. First of all, it doesn't bring any utility for your team. You're a selfish permakite passive damage farmer that doesn't even offer to deal with most targets. Like the moment you angle in against that thing in most chips, you're completely safe from the SAP and it doesn't have HE. Also, the AP is giga trash. The AP penetration of Venezia, even though it has 203 millimeters, is one of the lowest on tier 10s. Out of the 203 millimeter cruiser, I think it is the lowest, or the second lowest. Like you're not going to reliably citadel people. Meaning even if you get into positions with your smoke or something, you're not really able to punish. The only thing that ship does is it goes close with your destroyer, or it waits there next to a destroyer. Obviously you have to hope for the destroyer, a radar cruiser, or a carrier to spot the enemy DD, and then you nuke it out. And that's it. Otherwise you're most likely just going to get decent hits, potshot like, across the game. You're going to get like nice 15, 16k hits sometimes here and there on cruisers, battleships, or whatever the fuck not. But yeah, the entire purpose of it is it's better in a limited ship mode. It's like talking about what is it, like for example in CBs it was very popular. In terms of ranked, it's probably a bit better, just because you're specifically, or like your cruiser is designed as some sort of flanker that trades 1-for-1 with another cruiser, and since you have the hard-hitting alpha strike and the smoke, it's easier for Venezia to out-trade, since you just have to get 1 or 2 shells in and then you can disengage, and you did way more damage through those 2 salvos, let's say, already than any other cruiser did to you with HE. Obviously assuming you're not getting fucked flat broadside with AP, I mean then any cruiser gets out-traded. But yeah. Also, if you run it, like the reason why it was popular in CBs was back when there were like less. Oh shit, dude! Back when there were like less viable cruisers and carrier season, so you could like kind of spam Venezia just because they could like pop the smoke multiple times a game, go dark. 2 or 3 Venezias shooting the same target is heavy burst potential. So it was designed around the fact that you burst the cruiser, so you don't leave him time to heal, stuff like that. But in general, like as you can see here, I'm just fucking AFK, getting pressured out by DD spotting. I can't spot the DD by myself ever, so I have to hope this Östergötland goes for it. And for that shot, that one shot, I have to be ready. Well, both DDs are going there actually. Very interesting. The DD torped the Östers, so I'm not really scared about trying to get a hit here. Well, yeah, my entire purpose is now to wait for opportunities to shoot the destroyer and cuck him. But I have to play behind my Öster for spotting. I have, like, the thing here is, like, see, we don't have a radar. I don't bring a radar or a hydro. So if these smoke DDs decide to use their wicked wheat consumable, I have no means of spotting them, so I just have to sit there and wait. But the enemy team can essentially play the game. Yeah, I'm not a very fond fan of this ship. The release Venezia back then was super busted kind of for randoms, because it had like 3 second less reload. It also offered a better rudder shift. It has an icebreaker and 30mm. Back then that armor was actually kinda a bit better. The slight power increase on battleships, like the, what's it called, power creep, on those kinda heavily inflicted problems for Venezia. Also thinking about the fact here that you don't really do much against super... You don't There's no way, bro. Apparently we hate spotting. Yeah, well, you're pretty fucking bad against super BBs, obviously, as you can imagine. You have the problem of not running HE and their AP... he changed me. Their HP pools are super large and scale with fire damage. You're unable to do fire damage. Also, you're not penetrating very much on a Hanover in the first place. So yeah, and also Kreml wasn't even a thing back then, I remember. Like Kreml... No, wait, actually Kreml was released for Venezia. I don't know what I'm talking about. But yeah, since the gameplay in general evolved a bit and there's also way more team play now at hand, you're just being power crept in Venezia while they also kept nerfing it repeatedly. You can see here, like, I'm not really doing much. I'm just a fucking AFK junk cruiser that plays... I mean, I'm protecting my Oyster, sure, like the Shemas can't really play the game here effectively, just because I'm perma-humping. Going dark here. Don't want to risk the Ohio shooting me while... There's not even really many ways to play this smoke aggressive anymore, just because your smoke firing detect is super bad, 10 kilometers, like you can't really use the smoke mostly and shoot at the same time. It's essentially just a disengage tool while you're already perfectly fucking fine and kite to mitigate a bit of incoming damage. Probably also ledge mod Ven is going to be super viable overall, just because it makes the ship even more survivable while it kites AFK. So yeah, I mean, they nerfed the ledge mod today. They announced in the dev blog that it gets longer reload on the smoke. After all, I mean, they cut down the reload a lot with the ledge mod, but it's not as bad as we suspected. Like, there was a 1 minute cooldown only on it with the ledge mod. Now it's like 90 seconds, so that's for 80 seconds, so it's nearly 1.5. But it's still going to be some really cancerous ledge mod for the game, just because a lot of Venezias will be most likely unkillable in permakite. As you can see here, man, like, it's just like, if I wouldn't have the Östergötland here to perfectly block the Shimas, like the Shimas can't fucking go for me at the moment and try to kill me. If the Östergötland wouldn't be here, I had no means of defending myself. Maybe if the carrier goes for it. Like, torpedo DDs or DDs in general are just a menace for you. You can't spot for yourself. You can't even spot torpedoes for yourself. So yeah. We're on 60k. We're going back in. 2 minutes on the smoke. It's not that long. Can already play around that. But definitely, Napoli is just... Also, Napoli is the reason why Venezia isn't a viable flank cruiser at all anymore. As you can see here, the SAP only pens 54. So Napolis can give you straight up flat broadside, I'm not even shitting you, and they shatter your SAP. Just because you can't pen it. You don't have the pen. So even though a Napoli won't kill a Venezia super fast, with its HE, it doesn't take damage in return, and it has more HP, and it has a better smoke firing detect. Like, you could even theoretically both pop the smoke, and the Ven gets to stay alive. Wait. The Ven gets to no, wait, the Ven gets to stay spotted in the smoke, and the Napoli isn't anymore, for example. Like, there's a 1.3 kilometer or something difference in the smoke fire detect. I think I'm gonna turn out here and risk it against the Ohio. Currently my PT says he's not really interested in me. I think if this guy turns, we were loading AP. I think I can punish him. Not 100% sure on that one. You're also only going to do damage to cruisers very effectively if they give you slight angles. It's the same as the Colombo. I mean, obviously Colombo or BB AP, SAP is way easier to use. There's a flat broadside shot with AP. I think, I mean, I have enough I should have enough penetration at that range for this guy. Nope, I don't. 9 overpens. I don't even know what the fuck happened there, to be honest. This guy can't lob me anymore. Going to turn the guns on the other side again. Just gotta be a bit careful about the Ohio shooting me. He's probably gonna shoot me now. No? Still spotted because of the carrier. Your AA spotting and your AA in general is just atrocious. Carriers are kind of a hard counter to you. But I can pop my smoke soon, so I won't die here. Some BBs you don't do damage to. German BBs you can only fuck with superstructure. Same for the Russians, just because their 60mm side plating or higher doesn't allow you to pen that. Kinda sad, not gonna lie. Oh, I hit a DD with the torpedoes. Random torpid. And if my Oyster would spot that, or that funny little Baltimore, I could fuck with him. I mean, at least I'm kind of protecting my Oyster, I'm not gonna lie. Kind of a big thing here. Hope the Mecklenburg dies in the middle of the map. Be kind of big. Farming from range. Sadly, we don't have a kill yet for the Sansonetti proc, which would give me enough range to not have to pop my spotter plane. Yeah, but there's just so many limiting factors now about Venezia. It being nerfed, but also the new ships that have been released. Napoli is probably the biggest impact for Venezia. It's not even the own ship, it's just the release of another ship that does everything that did Venezia originally, way better. More armor, better AP, which is generally better in deep flanks. Secondaries for close quarters, torpedoes as well, even like more torps, better torps, kind of. I think he's complaining about beaching here. I might turn it back in to get closer to my... Look how AFK I am, but I can turn it back in now, protect the Oyster. Depends kind of on how the Ohio salvo goes on me now, because I'm not gonna wait until I go dark. Actually, I'm dark. He didn't shoot. Huh. Oh yeah. This is the AFK Venezia gameplay. I despise you for actually wanting to play this, to be honest, or wanting to see that. Because it is just atrociously boring and bad. I'm straight up not of any use for my team, apart from abusing someone else in my team for spotting and stuff. That's straight up it. Also, the moment people become saturated on hull, deck, especially also superstructure, you're not doing those juicy 12, 13, 15k hits anymore, which then also greatly limits your DPM, since your reload is atrocious, 17.4. I'm spotted. Okay. Oh wait, the Baltimore. That guy could kinda out DPM me here, by the way, so I gotta be a bit careful. Going to torp the corner so he doesn't peek me, or if he peeks he eats a torp. He's angling up slightly, that's why I can do damage. If he would stay perfectly nose in, I'll pop smoke. Have to. Hopefully he doesn't sit me here. Nope. Oh wait, there's the shimmer. Okay. Interesting. I'm going to use the smoke to disengage here. Gamer turn. That's kind of what it's good for. The moment I shoot, yeah, I'm even getting radared. But I may bait him into the torpedo. Shooting my guns for the shim. Keeping the Ohio between me and the island. Yo, great gameplay by our... outrunning the torpedoes. Luckily, had no indication there from any sort of Hydra or something. Pretty sad, to be honest. That guy dodged the torps. I think he had Hydra on. Our Oyster is still radared. Bummer, really. Maybe I can cheese the shot above the island, make him a bit lower for later. Ah, only one. As you can see, 4 ricochets. Like, if people angle against you, you're in deep shit. Actually a problem for this ship. This guy angles up, wanting to use his back turrets. If the battleship angles against you, you're also kind of fucked. Even if you pen them normally. He healed back, so I can kind of get some really juicy salvos on him. Also, together with the Oyster, I could potentially kill him here. The Oyster kind of makes him turn flip broadside to me. Okay, I should kill him here. Can probably already turn back. Yeah, that should be 5k on the superstructure. There you go. And we can kill... Oh, what the fuck? Dude, these people are just like straight up cringe. There you go. I'm helping my Oyster again. Fairly lucky that my Oyster Girdland does have a brain, or does appear to have a brain in this game. I kept him alive. I also used his spotting and positioning greatly. But the thing is, if I don't have that competent of a DD player that doesn't straight up, like mostly they straight up int or something or don't understand. But since I have such a great and competent DD player, I can actually make use of my Venezia this game. But then again, I'm only on 158k damage that late into the game. I'm proccing Sansonetti here most likely, so... No? Okay, maybe that wasn't 20%. Next salvo could be. There's still a full HP Kearsarge, I don't believe it. I don't believe it. There you go, now I got the reload buff. What's my reload now? That's like old Ven reload. 13 something. We have one last smoke. We should kill the Balti here, really. That would be the best option. Can't really kill him. He's going dark too often inside of the Thorm. Kearsarge is there. Oh, Baltimore ate a torp right before I hit, so he died to that. Oh. Yikers. I mean, I have 2 more heals. We don't have radars anymore, so I could definitely use my smoke. Huh? I don't want to shoot yet, because I don't know if I overmatch his shit, or like if my should kill him here, right? Yeah. High tier DDs, you have a problem if they angle in. See, they can ricochet your SAP, so if they go nose in, you're actually in a world of trouble. Mister and me are kind of like giga fucking carrying it. I'm going to pop my smoke here. Don't want to be spotted and take the salvo of the Kearsarge too early. I have the feeling that going closer and getting... Oh, wait a minute, what the fuck? Okay, I'm gonna shoot him here. 20k, I mean that's unsaturated Kearsarge shit, so... Angling in. That guy doesn't overmatch me everywhere, so I kinda have an easy time dodging this. Kinda going for ass, like taking multiple parts on his ship as targets, so I can get more alpha overall, because it's unsaturated areas. Hope I can get to my next heal before he shoots again. I'm having a problem here. I think he's going to kill me with these 2 shots. Okay, we bounced it. He's also turning maybe into one of the torps. Trying to get my left side out now. Yeah, I think he should eat that torp, to be honest. Oh, he started his plane. He can't shoot anymore. Okay. Taking the torp? Dude, there's no way I'm getting that good of a Ven game just randomly. Oh, that is a permafire from the secondaries. No, Öster, you're not really stealing that now. Okay, well, I got the Kraken. Yo, what the fuck? Pretty big Ven game. Played 2 Ven games yesterday. Had a similar game where I myself fucked it for the solo warrior because I killed someone instead of just letting him live and get the solo warrior. But hey, Jesus Christ, it's a very good Ven game. It's very hard to get more damage than that, to be honest. Like 300k is probably top. Because they nerfed the reload and DPM on the SAP too much. It's super hard to get high damage games in Ven, unless it's arms race. But we're ending up also with 3k base, and everything has been done because of this Östergötland. I mean, I swear to God, like this guy just being in front of me, he protects me because of spotting, I protect him because, yeah, I'm behind him, like no DD could ever go for him kind of thing. Him staying alive, outspotting the DDs, and then in the end I have the nice opportunity to play aggressively against tier 8s and 9s that are left. I mean, obviously, if that Kearsarge is some sort of Kreml, Ohio, any other 30mm overmatch BB with the same kind of HP, I'm dying straight up because I don't have armor. But yeah, great game. Pretty AFK and barely made it through in the end. Even the Kearsarge could have nearly killed me. So yeah, that's the thing with the armor. Like you get 30, but lots of your ship is also 25. The only redeeming aspect is that you have an icebreaker, so you're not taking sits through the nose really. But then again, if you angle up, it's super easy to cheek you kind of. As you can see, the bow is pretty curved. Yeah, and it just suffers against 30mm overmatch. And I mean, I guess if you would re-buff it to the state where it was released, it would be a way better option. Would also maybe become viable again in comp. But as you can see, you don't have armor to shatter HE, while you can't really do damage to angle targets if they know what they're doing. So Napoli is like the perfect counter. Can look at it. It's like straight up Napoli made this ship so useless and competitive that only weird people play it kinda. As you can see, 60 sides, so you're not penetrating this with Ven. The 40 deck mostly ricochets you. It doesn't have any sort of like superstructure to speak of, so not even that gives you great damage. So the only targets on the ship after you get like 1 or 2 superstructure hits for 6-7k, you go for as and nose, but also that saturates. So Napoli is like a turbo disgusting tank that never dies to Ven. And then on top of that, you have the hard hitting AP, while Napoli gets... Like, Napoli will never get sit by a Ven. At mid to long ranges, never, and maybe close up. There's like 1 or 2 sits here through the ass where it's where it's weaker. Maybe. Other than that, Venezia takes sometimes 30k hits in a turn from a Napoli because the sit is super easy to hit for the Henry AP that Napoli gets. And then afterwards you just HE spam, so there's no point in this ship. Quickly go into the captain. The captain is obviously basic shit. There's nothing else you can take. I mean, you could go Lighthouse Ven, but like, I mean, just play some. If you play Lighthouse, play something with HE. I mean, you don't really want to spam SAP at insane long ranges because it's like not that effective. Better use something with HE. And I play like outnumbered would work again if you proc it. Top grade is just overall way more viable. I mean, on Napoli you can also make the argument that you only have 10-3, 10-5 conceal. I think 10-3. So it's not that easy to get into the hard spot sometimes to get the outnumbered proc, but the Napoli is the next thing about Napoli. It gets outspotted by 2 km about Venezia. It gets outspotted by 2 km by Napoli. So like that thing can handle you as if it's a destroyer because it just perma outspots you too. You can never go dark against it unless you're using the smoke. It can always wore you down. But yeah, because of the higher consummate, obviously top grade makes more sense. Also, the reload is so long that top grade gives you like 1.5 off. That being countered by the fact that you can't really play close because you have only 30mm armor. I play reload mod. I think Napoli, theoretically, if you want to go super AFK and really fucking give people cancer and want to trigger other people by being super passive, then you go range mod. But I don't really see the point. It has a spotter plane and it can get the Sansonetti proc, so I wouldn't reload, especially with that long of a reload. The rest is obvious again. You can't even take anything here really. I mean, you could take spotter plane mod, whatever. But yeah, you can't take the fuel smoke shit again. We can hop into the next game. If no one would have asked, like I played it yesterday because I was triggered, and I just wanted to fucking get the feeling of how useless it is, and I already felt useless yesterday, and it's the same just now in the game. Like you have to hope that the enemy is making the first move and the mistake, and you have to hope that either your carrier is perma covering in front of you with spots or a DD, and if all of that doesn't happen, you're just food. You're shit, you're food, you can't play and carry on your own really, like, because you just don't have the tools. You have to hope for mistakes. Like, why would a DD ever open up below 10 km when there's a Ven around, when it can also just outspot it and wait for its cruisers and battleships to fuck you over? I mean, also, as I said, like, carriers are a big problem for this thing too, and now the best part again, we already talked about Hindenburg. Napoli and Hindenburg, for some odd reason, I don't know what the fuck Wargaming was sniffing, what kind of recreational drugs they consumed, but these heavy cruisers like Hindenburg and Napoli can get ship-based ASW. Like, that shit's insane. Like, if there's a competent submarine in the enemy team, you're fucked, bro. You're fucked with Napoli. You're unironically fucked. You don't have radar, you don't have hydro, and you don't have planes. So the submarine is literally free to fuck you as long as it wants. It's like so bad, it's not even fun. You don't even have hydro like on Hinden where you could see the torps incoming. Nah. And we all know how cruiser homing is fucking disastrous, because they stop homing inside of your butthole, already between your cheeks. I don't know what you should do then. I don't know, counter shit. Really put a turd out right when the torpedo comes into it. Like, I don't know. Hi, super sus. As you can see again, we're going into the flank. Thankfully we got 2 flank spawns, because I wouldn't really know what to do at all if I play my Napoli from a mid spawn. Like, I don't fucking know. But here we already get a very funny engagement. It's a Petropavlovsk. Yeah, well, that's a nose in island cruiser that completely bounces and ricochets my SAP while being just AFK nose in, bringing radar and hydro forward while I'm just sitting in kite for my team, not even doing damage to him. And now people wonder why I hate this ship. Yeah, because it's fucking dog shit. You're literally playing your own little single player, fucking bot gameplay that doesn't do anything, that doesn't help anyone, and yeah. Your DD, if I had a DD here, couldn't play the game because he has a Petra in his mouth, and their DD could still play the game, kind of, just because it's like, yeah, well, outspot the Napoli, drive him away through spotting. This guy's randomly gamer turning. Okay, boss. But the submarine is here too, so we're going to have a very fun engagement. I bet you so. Look, I even ricochet 2 shells flat broadside. Isn't that cool? Oh, he's even HE spamming me. I mean, the gun angles from Kaiden super good on Napoli. Other than that, I mean, I don't know. Adios! We're not really looking too spicy here, are we? Yeah. Maybe I can get a shot on the... I can get a shot on the Sherman? He's stopping? No, I don't know. Oh, fucking no. I can't repush this ever. Like, seriously, I can't. There's straight up a submarine there. Like, it's not okay, man. Oh wait, the sub went into the cab. Okay, never mind. Maybe I can repush. We will test the waters as to how to play a petro. Oh wait, it's a double sub. Oh my god, fuck no. I thought, oh no. Oh no. Oh no, we're gaming. We're getting ready for live, dude. Also, my torpedoes are useless. I mean, they're useless in the first place, apart from like some 8k hit here and there. But like, they're even more useless now because, oh, the submarine already shotgunned or like one-shot our Elbing. Playable, dude. Playable. Is that a range mod Petra, by the way? Dude, the submarine is just on the surface perma-spotting me. Perma-pinging me. Yo, World of Warships 2022. I couldn't even slow down and use like my ASW planes. So like, I don't have any counter here. I think they did that. Yeah, it's a range mod Pedro. Oh my god, you fucking dipshit. Holy shit. Okay, I'm playing into too many cringe people. By the way, there's a Preußen and a conch behind that in base, and then there's a Schlieffen somewhere running into, and you don't do damage to Schlieffen either. 50mm and shit plating, so you don't pen that. Actually, I don't know, wait. I don't know if Schlieffen is 50 or 55, but I think it's 55. Like, you don't really pen Schlieffen either. I'm popping Spooder plane with long range support fire from Venezia, dude. Fenzia. Man, I shoot and this cum guzzler gets spotted. The reason, by the way, they didn't give it a plane-based ASW is unironically that the SAP claps pretty hard on submarines. But then again, the thing is always like, why would the submarine be on the surface hittable when it like can get spotted and the Venezia could shoot it? Like, you don't have to be on the surface then. Like, you can just dodge spotting and being able to be hit on purpose. Well, that's super playable, bro. I mean, I can go close to my submarine to like give him some, I don't know, warmth and pseudo reassurance that he has a teammate next to him, but I'm not gonna do anything. Dude, this is the best. Oh, I couldn't even radar the Sherman. That's also something. Like, he can smoke up as often as he wants and just farm. I said, like, I don't bring utility, so guess we're just watching people do stuff here and occasionally taking our pot shot. And that's like literally why I think Venezia is fucking god awful. It's like, what am I doing here that is so worth it for my team? Am I not like actually griefing my team by not bringing any sort of other cruiser, huh? I mean, I don't know, bro. Oh, look. Supermarine is pinging me. Funny. I'm actually gonna DCP now. Because if I don't DCP, the torps start homing gigahard into me and then I die anyways. It's his ass torpedoes, so he's gonna probably try to turn around and fuck me hard. Ah, also I can get set on permafire, obviously, when the... Yeah, man, dude. I don't know, bro. I don't know. This is the Venezia experience, bruv. Nice range, by the way, too. Maybe I should have spec range mod. Don't know. Don't care. Actually, what the fuck am I doing now? That is a good question. I don't even know what submarine is spotting me now. It could be that one, or it could be that one. I mean, I guess I could stay dark, hope for one of the two submarines randomly getting spotted, and then I could do damage. I'm interested as to how they're so fucking passive and stupid. Okay, is our submarine trying to surface and spot their submarine for a shot? Problem is I need at least 3 shots to kill a full HP sub. At least, if not more. Okay, okay, he's surfacing. We're waiting, we're waiting. I think the other sub is completely on the surface. I'm gonna pop a smoke, bro. This is too sus. I'm the furthest in front, and the submarine's perma-spotting me, man. Yeah, look. Okay. Wait a minute. Can I not? Maybe I hit. Oh, the other sub is, the other sub is already here. Ooh, shit. Ooh, shit. Yeah. Well, I mean, look, at least through my smoke firing penalty, I can pinpoint the other sub's position a wee bit better, you know. Oh, he's not diving. I can get some damage in here. It will never kill him, but as you can see, I had claps pretty hard. That's the reason why it doesn't get plain ASW, but ship base, because apparently it would be too strong against submarines or some shit. I mean, still don't know how I would spot the submarine, you know? I still don't know how I would spot the submarine torps. I still don't know how I would spot anything in this fucking garbo-ass ship. Hey, look. Guy gets spotted, instantaneously dives. What a surprise, really, huh? Wait a minute, he's coming back? You're fucking stupid, huh? Oh my god, I'm clapping these submarines, dude. Yo, the submarine got one shot. There was no reason for him to resurface, by the way. He actually dove and was fine, and then he resurfaced and got himself ass blasted. Isn't that most epic experience? You have to hope for the submarine to be absolutely drooling with cum out of its mouth for you to actually be fucking viable and shit. Like, wow, this is so epic. I love it, mate. I love it, mate. Actually, our sub died now though, and the enemy sub's still alive. But our other side is griefing with the sub. And a Petro 2 and a double Vermont with the Sherman in a div. Yo, shit. I think they're gonna win, man. Polar Magnus and the Salem not looking too spicy there against two Vermonts. Then again, the Vermont's kind of sitting on the 10 line, bruv. Okay, look. I'm going deep now. I'm going to pop a heal pre already. Smoke's back in 120, so I can maybe even disengage. And now we're trying to get an angle on the Sherman. Schmerman. Ah, fuck! Our secret plan has been done. Fucked by the enemy submarine. Spotting us for free again. I mean, maybe he starts pinging us so I can blind fire the ping. Not that that would really change a whole lot. Adios. I mean, we gotta make a move here, huh? Gotta make a move. 50 seconds on the... 50 sec... Sheesh. Okay. We're looking at a submarine in front of us. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. I mean, he pinged my ass, so the torpedoes are homing in some very, 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 very weird way. Look, 3 ricochets, 3 non-penetrations. I don't think I penetrate Schlieffen. I remember it like that too, that Schlieffen is super fucking tanky against this shit. Oh. 4,000, dude. They homing into me anyways? I mean, now I have to give flat broadside to the Schlieffen. Oh, we're gamer turning out, dude. This is too much for me to handle. Oh. We got Deathstruck. Unlugo, really. Unlugo, man. Unlugo. I really unlugo that I tried to play the game into a submarine, a Sherman smoker, and a Schlieffen. I mean, just imagine I had Hydro. Just imagine I had Radar. Just imagine I had HE. Man, there would have been so many what ifs. So you have the completely fine contrast of how to what cruiser not to play solo, I guess, unless you want to grief your own team and yourself. I mean, is there anything to learn about Venezia? No. Is there anything special about the gameplay? No. Were I lucky in the first game that it was tier 9 matchmaking, tier 8, tier 9 matchmaking with an Östergötland in front of me that had a brain? Yes. Did I get completely fucked from the opposite side in game 2 with two submarines, a Sherman, and a fucking Schlieffen in my mouth with a Petro behind it and stuff where I can't play the game ever? And I just made a bit of trading happen on the submarines that fucked up on purpose twice. One of them even died. Yeah, I got like, unlucky really, huh? Nice utility you bring there. So, to sum it up, seriously, just don't fucking play this ship ever, man. Venezia's dog poop and some selfish, useless bot cruiser that sits in kite. Other than that, man, you saw the 2 games. Make yourself at home and with Ven if you want to, but don't be surprised that half the enemy ships that are currently in the game are essentially a hard counter to you. So yeah, see you guys in the next video.